another question.
Yeah.
If that's to be and all the rules are similar, then maybe it is one God that has tried multiple times in multiple texts to be the most successful. Which one it works the best?
That's
Because they all have their flaws or perceived flaws. They can all be manipulated. There's the Christian superiority complex. Um, what are which one is? They might all be correct, but they're different attempts. But then that now God is not perfect.
the idea is so what you just said is very well, not the whole God is not perfect, not the end part, but the part about it being from the same God sent, that is exactly what Islam believes.
Okay, but
And kind of what Christianity believes, because Christianity believes that Judaism came down from the same God.
yeah, but if
Right.
if each one of them is the same God and they're all different attempts, then he wasn't all knowing. He didn't have all the answers. He didn't know exactly how it would all play out.
Oh, you mean because they didn't work out?
Yeah.
But you can easily answer that by saying he knew that they wouldn't work out, and so he already had pre-planned the next religion at this timing, and it was
Okay.
that's kind of how it would work out. I mean, you can easily say that.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And that's the thing, is that we're not going into religion. We're going into just God.
Yeah.
I think speaking on God is very. I enjoy it. I think you guys know that though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what would you? I mean, you don't have to speak. I'm not going to force you to speak.
No, it's not like that.
Yeah. So why do you think that humans were created? We would have to answer that question first.
Were they? I mean, it's something
Were they
that I don't
created
know.
or did they become?
They were created to be the image of God.
Okay. So physically the image of God.
Physically, the image of God.
Okay. That's from Christian belief.
That's what I remember.
No, but what do you? Oh, okay. Because you said you don't put it. Okay. But what would you say it is, like, besides if you put Christianity to the side, if you put religion to the side, what would you say it is?
Why would God create humans?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why God would create humans.
That's a pretty good answer, honestly.
And it's one of the reasons why I don't speak on a lot of this stuff about God, because generally I just don't know. So I like to listen.
Huh. Okay.
I mean, it's definitely above us. Like, if you really, but it's fun to ponder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know either, but my best guess so far, and honestly, if you ask me in 10 years, I'll probably give you another answer. But what I've started concluding to so far in my life is that we're very cool. We're a being that has choice, right? And if you look at the beings around us, like animals, and even the concept of angels, they're not beings with choice. They have to follow God, or animals have to do what their natural instinct or their instincts tell them to do.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't have really much choice. So we're a being that has choice, and on top of that, we can gain knowledge. And I think God is a huge fan of knowledge. That's why even within our own lives, you find that the only way to become powerful, or the only way to become something significant, is through knowledge.
We're an experiment.
Yeah.
I mean, that I feel like that's a pretty good answers. Like, we're just an experiment. What happens when you drop a bunch of people and give them the choice to technically do whatever they want?
Do you think God likes knowledge?
Yes.
Why?
But I thought he's all-knowing.
Well, there's that, but I feel like humans having knowledge throughout the years has kind of destroyed what he's created.
How so? Oh, you mean like the Earth?
Mm-hmm.
But
So why would he necessarily want humans to have knowledge? I mean, you know what I mean, a little bit.
I do come from an Islamic background with it. So in the first couple pages in the Quran, for example, the angels ask God a very interesting question, even before Adam was created, which is, why would you create a being that will cause destruction and bloodshed on the earth? And God replied, I know what you do not know. And then later on replied, and then later on brought in Adam after Adam was created, and told and he said that he taught Adam from all the names, which is basically like he taught Adam like objects and what things are and definitions and stuff. And then he told Adam like, yo, show them what I taught you. And then Adam basically just went off, right? And he just spewed out all of these facts. And then God asked the angels, now you say something. And the angels were like, we don't know except what you've taught us. Like, we don't know anything. And they've been around for way longer than Adam was. Adam's been created for a couple, weeks or anything. So whatever, relatively. And so that was immediately an implication. Like, look at this being. It can learn, and when it learns, it remembers and it grasps it, and it has imagination, and it has reason, and it has this ability to create and build throughout its own mind, which is a crazy concept. Like God didn't just create us, but once he created us, he created a being that can make things, like can make microphones. Like the concept of a microphone is insane. What even is this? How's it picking up my voice, and then I can hear it again? That is an outrageous concept, and even probably to angels when they watch that.
Oh, dude, I think about that stuff sometimes. I think about how I can speak into that phone that's sitting right there, and then somebody who's
on the other side of the world
can just be like, what?
Yeah.
Like that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
It's crazy that I can look at somebody's face right here, and like fucking 200 years ago, like just for me to talk to somebody who's
you have to go to them.
Yeah, if I wanted to talk to like one of my buddies up in New York, I could just be like, hey, what's up? 200 years ago, they'd have to take a whole like tribe up there, a whole colony, and lose like 45% of them.
Yeah.
Just to get up there and just be like, your wife left you, and then come back.
Take a couple months, couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You can FaceTime someone in China.
Now.
Right? Like that's insane. You can see them. And I don't even understand it. What's happening there?
Yeah.
Is it particles? I don't even like. That's insane. Like that's what us human beings can do.
So do you think there is a like
that's why I don't understand complaining.
Result?
Huh?
Oh, what about complaining?
Honestly, that's why I just don't understand people complaining. Like, I mean, there's like when somebody complains about their phone, like they just go, "Oh, this phone sucks. This is a piece of shit." I'm like, really? I'm like, dude, you can talk to somebody like just by clicking a button.
Yeah.
How's that thing a piece of shit? That thing's amazing.
This is the best time to live in the history of the world.
Yeah.
For everybody. And even the people who are in the worst situation right now are better off than the majority of people 500 years ago.
It's funny. Somebody asked me if you could choose any time to live in, future or present, or future or past, which time period would you choose?
Now.
Future.
I choose right here.
Are we saying future is now?
No, like the future from now or the past.
I think tomorrow will be better than today.
It's a good mindset to have, bro.
Well, yeah, but like
nice.
we're constantly innovating and trying to create a better world. So like, I mean, hopefully, provided we don't implode and nuke ourselves into oblivion, 500 years from now should be better than today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But 500 years from now, the problem is it's not guaranteed.
No.
So,
yeah.
That's why
the future's definitely a gamble.
Yeah, because
Elon Musk is trying to get us on Mars.
Before we get into that, what was your question? That he asked about? He said, "I don't get why people complain." It was a mind-blowing question. Like I genuinely wanted to ask.
I forget what it was.
It's crazy because it's recorded.
Yeah.
Right.
Is there an end result? So if we are an experiment or an extension of God, he put us here to learn and develop knowledge and create. Is there something that we are pushing towards that we will ultimately create? And that's like he put us here to learn and create things, so we started creating microphones and we created tables and TVs and things. Is there something down the road that is what we were put here to create? Yeah.
Oh, an end result of knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay, so
or is it just infinite?
I would say knowledge is infinite.
Yeah, I would say knowledge is infinite too.
There is infinite.
But I would say that I think there's a philosopher who said it. I think he's an Arab philosopher. He said that the height of reason is recognizing who God is, like discovering who God is. And I've heard that within the last couple months, and it's really been resonating with me, and I think it's true that the end result of all your knowledge, the end result of everything you do should be to recognize, okay, why am I here? Who is this that put me here? And what am I supposed to do? And use all the tools that we've created and everything that we've gathered to figure that out. That's what I think the end result is. I'll bring it back real quick just to blow you guys' minds real quick with. So in Islam, there's another, in Islamic theology, there's a belief that the first thing that God ever created before the universe, before everything, was a pen and paper. First thing ever was a pen and then paper. And then he began to write. One of the things that...
but in what space? Like just in... Like
those are things we can't even we don't
comprehend.
even we can't even comprehend the space that we have now to think of the space before the space.
Yeah.
So let's just leave that one for
like
now.
What was before is
right. And I've been reading Stephen Hawking. Okay, well I'll get to that right. That's the thing. Like what we're talking about. Yeah, it's pen and paper. First thing he created was pen and paper. Even in Islamic theology, one of the things that Prophet Muhammad said was that once he got closer to God, the heavens, physically, he was risen to the heavens once on a journey.
Where is heaven?
I don't know.
That's something nobody knows.
Yeah.
Is it is it somewhere you can get closer to, or is it a totally different
dimension,
space?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Both seem very positive, but it is something you can get closer to.
Because those dummies used to think it was the sky.
Yeah.
I think it would be the sky.
Yeah. I mean,
we've been to the sky, bro.
I know, but
we haven't been to
actually
all
space
the
is
sky.
fake.
Yeah.
It's underwater. We
Let me not say to what you just said. That wasn't what I meant, but yeah. But what he was saying is that as he got closer to him physically, after he reached the seventh heaven, he can actually start hearing the pen. Right. So it's this idea that God, and even the first verses in the Quran that have ever been brought down were read, and it was commanded like 3, 4, 5 times, like read. And so this idea of finding Him through knowledge has been something that's been consistent throughout my theology, at least, which is a crazy concept. That's how I like that. That's how I wish people thought of God more, which is put in science, put in logic, put in philosophy, and put in religion, and just just throw those all in. And it's crazy to think of Him when you start thinking of Him that way. But whenever you think of God, you think of,
the Christian
hallelujah.
God.
Yeah, I totally do that.
God.
Yeah,
you think of the big guy in the white dress up in the sky.
Yeah, the way that Family Guy portrays him.
He's just sitting on a cloud.
Yeah.
Fluffy cloud.
Fluffy cloud. It's like, why would he even sit on a cloud?
Why has it got to be fluffy?
Why would there be a cloud up there?
You can't even sit on clouds, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
God can.
Yeah, he could sit on clouds.
Sit on clouds.
When I was young,
I wonder how soft that would be.
I always wanted to land the clouds.
Oh my god!
I always thought that you could.
But you'd be all wet, yo.
When I was young,
I was upset.
When I was young, I thought you could sit on clouds. Yeah.
You guys ever seen Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Obviously.
So I remember that's how I found out that you can't sit on a cloud.
Really?
Because Aang, for anybody who doesn't know, Aang was the main character, jumped off his flying bison. He said, I'm going to go sit on that cloud, and just went right through it. He's like, it's just wet. And that was my childhood mind. That was worse than when I found out Santa Claus wasn't real. That just